Hello and welcome to this live Thursday Kriegsspiel game. We are doing the epic battle of Pharsalus, fought during the Roman Civil War between Pompey and Julius Caesar. And I am here at the moment with Pompey. And I am ready for your orders.
Yes, sir. I'm just gonna follow behind the line, basically where I am right now. Actually, I might move a little bit to the right, more behind Ahenobarbus. Or actually, I'll just. How about this? I'll be with Ahenobarbus. I'll go to Ahenobarbus.
Alright, got it.
Final answer.
Thank you. Alright, Africanus. You are the right wing of the Pompeian army. The mix of Roman legions, Spanish cohorts, and Roman cavalry plus skirmishers. What are your orders? You're muted. You there? Hello? 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 I'm going to move on if I don't hear from you. Alright, Scipio. Or Scipio. Which is it? Do you know? Excuse me.
That's right.
Alright. You command the left wing and all the rest of the cavalry. What are your orders?
My orders are not presently engaged.
You got super faint there. I can't hardly hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Sorry, my orders are to advance slowly in line with the infantry, not to charge, not to immediately engage the enemy.
Okay. Advance line with infantry. Got it. Alright. Titus, can you hear me?
I can.
Alright. You command a mix of Sicilians, Syrians, and Romans. What are your orders?
I'm going to attempt to advance in line with the center, just in the general formation of, I believe at this time it was the Triple Achilles.
Okay.
I believe. But we're just to advance, and if cavalry begins to advance upon us, the skirmishers are to retreat behind the infantry line.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Ahenobarbus and his helper.
How you doing?
Good. All right, you got the center of the Pompeian army. What are your orders?
I want my section to advance forward slowly, not at full pace, and to stay aligned with the right and the left. And if we get a cavalry charge, have my range units move behind my infantry.
Okay. Got it. Thank you. All right, we'll try it again. Are you there, Africanus? Let's see if I can.
I'm here, yeah.
Oh, here we go. Okay. What are your orders?
My orders are to, as I have written, I have to advance at half speed to maintain the line with the legions on my left. In the legions of my left staff, I will be reactive. So, according to the center.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, and if possible, keeping the river on my left.
Alrighty. Yep.
So not much of a gap opens, if possible.
Alrighty. We'll get your men moving.
Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. It was just quiet for a moment, so I wasn't sure if you guys were talking or not.
changing their formation?
Yes, they are.
Wow. Are they like putting Caesar's legions to plug the gap in the middle?
That seems to be the idea. So we'll see if they have enough time to do that.
Yeah, all right. Okay. So screenshot wise, I'm changing my mind a little bit because they do need to be able to see the enemy. So I'd make their screenshots large enough that they can see the enemy lines, what they're doing a little bit. So it'll be larger than what I'd originally said.
Okay. So out to like the edge of the enemy formation.
Yeah. So like yeah. So I won't show what's in reserve, but
yeah, I'm just gonna show the outer edge there, like their skirmish line advancing then.
Yeah. And then we're just calling it turn 2. Don't need to give it time. There's some dispatches already from Pompey.
Yeah, you got a team of LARPers over there on the Pompeian side, so I expect you'll get a lot of dispatches like that. I say that fondly.
Yeah, I can just focus on dispatches for now.
XTX, if you want to get, why don't you do Africanus?
But my concern is that if they ask you anything about, the units in the screen, I won't be able to answer.
Well, but if you're answering based off the screenshot,
Right, fair enough, yeah.
I mean,
Alright.
try Africanus, see how it goes. If it doesn't work, I can take him back. Alright, I'm gonna go.
I think, but could be something else.
Gentlemen,
Go, James.
so Ahenobarbus has joined Pompey. Your men advance. The horns are sounded, the men advance at half pace. It looks like Titus's wing is pulling ahead slightly, but Africanus is keeping pace with you as well. As you look ahead, you can see the enemy cavalry, the Gallic cavalry that were dead ahead of you in the center. They have pulled back and are moving. They kind of got lost in sight behind the enemy lines, but they're moving northward behind the allies of Caesar. There's kind of a gap in the middle of their line at the moment. But generally, your whole army is advancing, and except for the movement of the cavalry, not too much movement on the enemy side that you can see. What are your orders?
All right. Well, Ahenobarbus, I say just keep advancing. I'm going to head further south. I may ask you in the future to begin wheeling southward, rightward, if you get what I'm saying, because all of his legions are in the south.
Okay.
Sort of get that? Okay, but don't do that yet. Just keep sort of advancing. I'll message Titus and tell him to maybe slow down a little bit.
Okay.
So, yeah, okay. Anyway, that's it. You can give your orders now, sorry.
Your orders, Ahenobarbus?
Yard, man, keep the same pace.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, and I'll go down to Africanus. Thank you.
Got it. All right, Scipio. You cavalry begin to advance at a slow, leisurely pace, keeping contact with Titus's wing. Ahead of you is a whole bunch of nothing. The enemy cavalry aren't even directly in front of you.
Have I observed the? Sorry, did you say I haven't observed the enemy's cavalry moving at all?
They have not moved. No.
Okay, then I'm going to, for one further turn, continue to advance in line with the infantry.
Alright.
Right, one second. Sorry, would that? I assume that would be done automatically, presumably.
It would, yeah. Those were your last orders.
I would like to send one unit of the auxiliary cavalry to go and scout the hills directly to my northwest, just to ensure the enemy isn't hiding a force there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Got it, thank you.
Hello.
Alright, Titus. Your wing advances, maybe at a slightly faster pace than Henobarbus, and you're pulling ahead a little bit. The cavalry advance with you, keeping pace with you on your left. To your front, you can see the enemy formation essentially holding still. Although there may be some movement from their cavalry in the center.
Huh. Well, that's confusing. Alright. What are they planning? Well, I suppose I continue to advance at the same pace.
Full pace?
At whatever pace we were proceeding at in the previous turn.
Got it. Alright.
Hopefully he gets the idea and speeds up.
Thank you. Alright, what were Africanus's orders?
Same as last turn, he just wants to go at a slow, steady pace, keeping the legions on his left alongside himself.
Okay. They're kind of going in two different paces, but it's probably not that big a deal. They're slower than normal, or they're going half pace, so they're probably allowing Caesar time to get into position. Gotta wait for Josh. I'm gonna go see how it's going.
Forward.
When you say refuse flank, what does that mean? Like, what do you mean?
Like, do you want the edge of your line, the far right side, to be closer to the enemy or farther away?
I want my farthest edge to be farthest away.
Okay, that's what I said.
Yep. And then I will send a dispatch here.
All right.
Wait, so these guys, hold on. These guys are turning to the right?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, well, sorry. Yeah, we can talk in the Umpire channel.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just getting them Gallic Cav out of the way too here. So.
Okay, what were his orders?
Yeah.
To fall
every
back?
single Caesarian player is like, "Can I send dispatches? How do I do that?"
So if they're moving backwards, that one's the one that will go. That's about as far as that'll go, and then the rest will.
Yeah, I don't think he's trying to turn the line that much. Just something like this to keep with the rotation that the rest of his line's doing.
What about the slingers? Are they pulling back as well?
Yeah. Yeah. Gallic Cav will finish their deploy behind the Germanic Cav order.
Alright.
If this one needs to be interactable, lock. It did lock. Huh.
Turn 3. Don't forget, you probably saw my info, but everyone can only issue 1 order per turn, per large group or small group. So
Yeah. I'm letting Domitus give an order to his wing and Caesar's wing.
Yeah, that's fine, because they're already down. They're down by 2 commanders, which is a big negative.
Do you want me to get Africanus again?
Yeah, how'd that go? Are there any issue with that?
Well, no, I mean, it was pretty simple. He just said, okay. He gave the same command as last time, so it was kind of easy to remember.
Are you getting those dispatches? I know for some reason some
yeah.
in you, but Discord newbies.
And yeah, just a 1 turn delay is fine, right?
Yeah, that's fine. So Josh, make sure your screenshots are north up to not be disorienting. So if you look at how I'm doing mine, I've always got the top of the map at the top of my screenshot.
Okay, I gotcha.
Just going forward, that's not.
Alright. Alright, we good for next turn here then?
Yep, we're good.
No, I don't, because we are advancing in.
Alright, we'll start with you, Scipio. You continue to advance with Titus's left wing, and you send 1 small wing of auxiliary cavalry northwestward, to scout out the hills, sniff out any trouble if there is any. As you continue, you can see more of the enemy cavalry. If they come into view, they're just holding position.
Excellent. I assume that I've noticed that they seem to have redeployed onto the right a little bit. Or did I just not be able to see them? Was I just not able to see them?
You do notice some, as you get closer, it looks like the cavalry lines have thickened, and perhaps some Gallic flags behind the Germanic cavalry.
I'm going to continue to advance for one further turn.
What's that?
I'm going to continue to advance turn.
Advance in line with the other infantry?
In line with the infantry, yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Got it. Alright, Titus. Your wing continues its advance. Continue to pull ahead a little bit of Ahandobarbus to your right. As you march forward, you can see a gap to the southern end of the enemy line. Directly in front of you, basically, you've got the Germanic cavalry plus the Allies. And the Allies their line is kind of reforming. They're falling back, or the right side is falling back to point more northward. So make of that what you will.
We're to
Go to bed,
return
everyone.
to half pace and continue the advance until we reach within range of the archers.
Okay, half pace.
And I am sending a dispatch as well.
Got it. Thank you. Alright, Hehenobarbus. Titus continues to outpace you slightly on the left. Africanus is keeping up with you. As you continue to march forward, you can see the gap in the enemy line between their allies and the Roman legions.
Okay. For now, how far are my range units? Like, are they out of range of their units yet, as far as firing range?
Yeah, you're not in range yet. No. Probably
Okay.
at least one more turn, maybe two. Probably two.
Okay. Well, I'll keep the same pace. I'll attempt to keep pace with stay aligned with Afrikaners.
Okay, got it. Thank you. All right, Africanus.
What?
Let's
What?
see. The enemy line has the left side of their lines kind of pulled forward just a little bit. But other than that, they're mostly holding still.
Yeah.
And
We
Yeah,
oh,
I'm
I don't mean to
li-
interrupt you. We just gave orders to
oh, you're right. I forgot.
XDX. Yeah.
XDX has you.
yeah. We have given the orders.
No worries. Thanks. All right, what's Africanus doing? Are they advancing?
His entire command is reorienting towards the enemy, and Pompey is riding to Titus.
They're. Sorry, say that again. They're.
Africanus is reorienting his entire command towards the enemy, so all of his units, and Pompey is riding to Titus.
Okay, that's a tough maneuver, but sure. We'll just do that. Okay. Pompey is riding to Titus. I think I'll make him spend a turn with Hehenobarbus first.
I'll wanted to push his archers out a bit so they can start shooting.
Let's have archers and slingers duke it out.
Alright.
I'll roll for my side, you roll for yours. Slingers
Sounds
are
good.
+1, archers are nothing. Oh, one does nothing. Oh, it's +1, still nothing. 12.
Yeah, 2 10s. Okay. That's on these guys.
I think I have an arrow token. I do.
I say.
Oh.
Yep.
Used to.
Ooh.
Don't like it. Am I breaking things? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Undo. Never mind.
Go back.
I had one. Guess I didn't like it. Never mind.
Alright. What do we want to mark these with? Just like a die?
No, we don't need to. We'll just describe that archers are now firing at slingers and back and forth. And did you? Oh, so if
As
you
far
right,
as the damage went.
so what was the 2 damage each? So
Yeah.
if you right click and the M number is their morale, I'll do it right now. So it's 3 that's going to go down to 1, and this one's 3 going down to 1. So we'll just track it in their description and then just describe it for the commanders.
Okay.
I guess that's it.
Alright.
Turn 4. I lost all the words.
Oh, right. Cool.
Go get my updates.
Yeah. Hello, James.
Ready? All right. Pompey rides by on his way up to Titus, and what do you see? It looks like Africanus' some of his slingers are now skirmishing with Roman archers. Um, for the gap in the Roman line, you can see movement, troop movement, moving to fill the gap now, coming into it. The Titus continues to outpace you, pulling ahead of your lines, and that's it.
Okay. So yeah, I guess just wheel right then and continue advancing. I'll leave you. I'll give you the discretion to sort of, if you have to react to something to that. I intend on going north to Titus. I guess I took a little stop here, but
It's on the way.
I don't know. Do you have anything else to say, Anubarbus, before I guess give you orders?
No, I mean that sounds good. I'm ready to react to anything that comes on my way.
Okay, yes, but just make sure you keep kind of advancing too. I don't want to get too strung out here. And then James, I'm just going north to Titus. Thank you.
Okay. Your orders, Henobarbus?
To keep advancing, I want to catch up and match the pace of Africanus and start to wheel right to face those southern legions a little bit and align with Africanus.
Got it. Thank you. All right, Titus. So your legion continues to move forward. The cavalry, as you slow your pace, the cavalry pull a little bit ahead of you. Um, the enemy, the gap to the southern side of the enemy line, you can see some troop movement there, moving to fill the gap. It appears. What are your orders?
We are to position ourselves. Actually, no. We will continue advancing at half pace.
All right, half pace. Got it. Thank you. All right, Scipio. You receive word from the cavalry sent north that they've not uncovered anything so far. And
Yes.
to your southeast, you can see the enemy cavalry pivoting themselves to face you somewhat. That's about it.
Okay, my orders are for my entire force to pivot to face the enemy cavalry, but I want to maintain the length of the line because on the next turn I intend to charge both to the front and to the right flank of the enemy's cavalry.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, XDX, what were Africanus' orders?
Archers are going to move forward to support his slingers.
Okay. Or the infantry to continue forward as well, or?
You didn't say anything about them. I would assume that they would not, though, if the archers are supporting the skirmisher.
I'll just move them up a little bit.
All right, we're good.
None, one, none, one, 3 ones.
Down to 12. So he did want his left wing of archers shooting at cav, so that's one big hit there.
I'll move them up.
Also, yeah, the cavalry doesn't have any like javelins or anything for ranged attacks, right?
I don't think they do.
Yeah. That's what I thought, since it wasn't like skirmish cavalry.
This slinger breaks.
Alright, we'll just make them white. Show them running. Everything else good?
Yeah, should shoot this archer. Probably this one too.
Oops.
Okay, nothing for both of them. Cool.
Alright, next turn. Jim Leaf's going back on my naughty list. Alright.
Could be very interesting that nobody's in a position to be aware of the fact that their line has separated on the Caesarian side.
The line separated? Oh. Huh.
Mark Antony thinks he's anchored on the line there because he's with Caesar, and Domitus thinks he's where his force should be. So he wants Caesar behind the line.
Well, let... Oh. Okay. Yeah, okay. Nope. Alright, everyone has screenshots. I'm going down. Alright, Scipio, you have wheeled your cavalry around and are pretty well lined up to face the enemy. They as well have lengthened their line and are facing you, although you have the comfort of knowing that you outnumber them by double, it appears. Yep, that's about it.
Knowing the advantage of my force, I'm going to immediately charge forward and engage the enemy. In terms of particular orders, I want to hold the same kind of front of them with my right engaging the left of their cavalry force, and then I'm going to try and have my left get around their kind of flank, so engage them on border terms.
Sure.
If that makes sense.
Are you leading from the front or from the safety of the rear or the middle?
I think I may lead from the relative safety of the center.
Right.
Is that plausible?
That's plausible, yes.
I'll do that. Not quite coward, not quite a hero.
Not quite Alexander the Great.
Got
it. Thank you.
I've always been more of a Constantine man myself.
Makes sense.
Yes, that was the idea.
All right.
Okay, perfect.
Hold on, let me look at your screenshot. All right, so you can see cavalry is pretty well kept in line with you, although maybe slightly ahead. Your own lines or wing is slightly askew from Ahenobarbus, who is reoriented towards the enemy. And you can see that the gap in the enemy line is being filled with Roman troops who are marching forward. So it's no longer there. But directly in front of you, you have the allies of Caesar, not quite as good as the Roman troops, and then their cavalry as well.
Do you wish for me to apply myself in my current orientation, or do you wish for me to turn and face?
Wheel right if you can, yeah.
Okay.
And then, like I said before, I don't know if you heard me, but
wheel
advance. Oh, okay. And then stop skirmishers in range.
I'm going to wheel and face the allies directly, and then advance at full pace until the skirmishers are within range of the enemy.
Okay. The wheeling is one order, so we'll start with that.
Oh shit. Okay. Sorry.
That's what I would.
Excuse my language,
part of the reason why I want to just go dead on.
I just didn't want you to get drawn into a fight with the cavalry. All right, that's fine though. Can't be helped.
We'll just wheel.
Right.
That's okay.
Pompey.
Good old Roman.
I'm gonna. I'll stay here for now, James. Thank you.
You got it.
Oh boy.
All right, Ahenobarbus. You can see Africanus is a bit ahead of you to your south, and his skirmishing line is engaged with the Romans. I guess you're all Romans technically. Engaged with Caesar's men. To the north, Titus is also pulled. Still, he's slowed some, but he's still ahead of you. And you can see the gap on the northern side that's being filled by more Caesarian soldiers. Sorry, I keep calling them Roman because they're more red than you, but you're all Roman. You just have a lot of allies. What are your orders?
Okay. Have I been moving at half speed or partial speed this whole time?
You have, yep.
Okay. I want to move up at full speed to align with Africanus, and would that already put me in range with my range units?
Yes, it definitely would.
Okay. Well, at that point, once they get in range and aligned, I want my archers to kind of move up online with the slingers and begin firing on whatever targets they have within range.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
All right.
All right. What's Africanus doing?
He wants to pull back his infantry to realign with the friendly lines.
Pull back his infantry?
So, like, his infantry that advanced, he wants to pull that back into order so that it will be, in line with the guys on his left.
Oh, okay. Well, they're advancing, but we can do that.
Sorry.
Let's see. Slingers are running. Archer's about to get overwhelmed. Got a lot of combat this turn.
Okay. So Sulla has ordered a charge on the Caesarian left here.
Yep. Okay. So I mean, they're not made contact yet, so the archer units on Africanus' side will get a volley off at least.
Yeah, and then
I guess
Domitus ordered his 11th, or his 9th forward as well.
Okay, so I got a lot to roll.
No noise.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do 4 at a time. And then that cavalry will be making contact here. So for those with contact, you can roll.
Yeah. How far were these cavalry moving from Scipio? So Mark Antony was wanting to pull back further.
Oh, well, that was their full movement, so if he's pulling back, I guess you can do that. Oops, you can move him. I still got to roll.
What are the big white lines between the wings?
Those are just wing markers, so you know who commands what.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought they might be, but just wanted to make sure.
How come only half of Domitius' lines are moving?
He wants his 11th Legion to hold to keep the connection to Caesar's men.
Oh, okay.
Can one of you guys share your screen so I can see what's going on the table? Thank you.
Okay. So I rolled. I guess I need to roll there. So they're taking some casualties coming in, but not too bad. Okay, I think that's it. Did you roll for like these archers to do their stuff?
Might not.
Seems like the Pompeians have a really great opportunity here to kind of smash Domitius up.
Yeah, if they can. Well, no. If they will this and hit his flank, Caesar can hit them on theirs and perhaps blow through. So it's interesting.
It's definitely two different approaches here.
All right, so we're at turn
6, turn
6.
Alrighty.
Done. Hello, Scipio.
Hello.
You order the charge and your cavalry advance. The enemy cavalry withdraw a distance, and so you're still riding towards them. Have not made contact quite yet. And that's about it.
Excellent. I'm going to have the cavalry continue forward. So I've no orders for them, but I'm going to have the 7 units on my left, the auxiliary. Once we've engaged, continue on and then wheel round into the rear of the enemy's cavalry. So they should no longer engage on the flank. They should literally hit the rear.
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay?
Yep, that's fine. I'm just doing it.
Oh, sorry. I thought I cut out. My Wi-Fi's a bit spotty.
All right, thank you.
Not
All
at all,
right.
not at all.
Titus, your wing has performed a successful wheel, and you are now better oriented and in line with the rest of the army and facing the enemy. You can see Scipio to your north has ordered a charge and is advancing it, advancing towards the enemy cavalry, which is pulled back somewhat. And there are sounds of battle and fighting to the south, though it's hard to see from your side of the line.
I'm to advance at maximum pace directly at the Allies.
Alright.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah.
Staying here, Pompey?
I'm going south. Do I go to Africanus? I'm scared. I'll go to Enobarbus first, I guess.
That's as far as you can go in a turn anyway.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, happy. Nice, thank you.
All right, Ahenobarbus, the Domitius, well, the Roman, the Caesarians in front of you have advanced, at least a portion of them, and are engaging with your skirmishers, although their main infantry lines are also advancing quickly at your lines. Your skirmishers are unleashing volleys of arrows and stones from their slings, causing some casualties, but not a lot against their armor and shields. And to further south, you can see Africanus is dealing with the same. To the north, Titus has wheeled his line a little bit to better line up with the orientation of your own, and that's it.
Oh, okay. My archers and slingers that are in front of the legions that are advancing on them, I want them to start pulling back behind the first line of cohorts. And as far as the rest of my archers, I want them to stay in place and continue to fire unless threatened by infantry. Am I still on the move or am I stopped right now?
You're still moving.
Yeah, we'll continue then. Take me back down to slow my speed down. I want to maintain better pace with Afrikaners and not outpace them.
Well, you only get one order, so you can either order your skirmishers back or you can change your marching pace.
Okay. I'll just order my skirmishers back.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yep.
Africanus is going to be withdrawing his cavalry to line up with the second line of legionaries. So, like, breaking contact, don't make contact with the enemy.
Okay. Sorry, withdraw. To line up with what? Oh,
like the second line. So yeah, not lined up with his army, but like slightly behind.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sola's boys are going forward full tilt.
All right.
I think Africanus can, if he manages to be pretty great maneuver to let them try to hit his flank, and then he has his cavalry focus and just start rolling up the line.
Yeah, I imagine they're going to run over these archers here in front. Yeah.
Yeah, let me.
The archers will automatically retreat instead of being charged, right?
They're smart, so I'm just gonna have them run.
They understand their role,
which is not get murdered by legionnaires. Yeah.
The Scipio in this game, is that Scipio Africanus?
No, different one.
Okay.
It's like 100 years separated.
Yeah, very different.
I'm a little rusty on my Roman history.
Alright, so I guess they're making contact with the cavalry, whether he wants that or not.
Yeah, it's not pulling back far enough. So.
Alright, so I'll roll. Let's see, they're not a bonus one.
Although it looks like Scipio is going to be getting the revenge for that on the other side, absolutely outnumbering the enemy cavalry.
Yeah, that last dispatch, it seems Mark Antony wishes to challenge Scipio to a duel.
These guys are making contact too, right?
I would think so, yeah.
Alright, so I need to roll. And they're all, +1 for those. 2 and 2.
So, anything particularly productive for these archers to be doing once contact gets made?
Nope, just have them hang out back there.
Alrighty. Gonna watch the battle. See which way the wind blows, if they need to run away or not.
Alright, are you rolling combat for your side?
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess I need to roll here too. Yeah, Mark Antony's going to be in huge trouble by next turn. The only way Caesar did it is he hid infantry and lulled the cavalry in and then attacked him with infantry too to even the odds a bit.
Yeah.
But
he had like spearmen hidden behind the cavalry, right?
Yeah. You gotta have something like that to balance it out, and the Caesarian team didn't really do anything like that. Do you want me to just roll for the cavalry over here?
Yeah, if you just want to handle that real fast.
Yeah, because I just finished 1, 2. Alright. Cavalry fight's done. So you let Mark Antony know. I mean, he's already outnumbered, but the initial engagement's generally not in his favor either.
I'm sure he'll be shocked to hear that.
Domitius just shutting down Mark Antony, like, just make do with what you have. He's gonna be eating those words when all that cavalry is up on his flank next.
Yeah. alter history here.
Why is Domitius ordering his legions to attack one at a time?
He's trying to keep his line relatively in contact with Caesar. He doesn't want to overextend himself. I don't think it's the right play, but it's the play he's making.
Alright. All your combat done?
Yes.
Okay. Turn 7. Not bad for 2.5 umpires.
Hey.
Like 2.5
Keeping
minutes.
pace. Alrighty.
Go get orders. Alright, Scipio.
Yes.
Your cavalry charge has gone in and you are engaged heavily with the Caesarian allied cavalry led by Mark Antony. Your main line has met contact and there's a clash of swords and shields, while your left wing is starting to wheel around for the killing blow. Yeah, it's going pretty well so far. Orders? You there? You there, Scipio? I lost you. Okay.
Hello. Oh, sorry. My Wi-Fi.
You're cutting in and out. I heard that last bit.
My Wi-Fi cut out. Sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Apologies. I have no further orders. I would like the left to continue to wheel round, and to basically completely envelop the enemy as much as possible.
Yep. Okay.
Excellent. Thank you.
All right, Titus. To your south, you can see Ahenobarbus's line is getting engaged. To your east, you can see the cavalry have gone in and are engaged the enemy cavalry. You, as of yet, are unengaged. The allies are just hanging back, although I think you're advancing this last turn. What are your orders?
Can I ask what happened to one of my slingers?
Looks like they broke. They must have got hit by enemy slingers or archers.
Okay.
Your orders?
We're to continue to advance at full speed, and the skirmishers are to move behind the line. If you would prefer that as one order, the skirmishers hold still and the infantry advance.
Okay.
if that is allowable.
All right. Thank you. All right, Ahenobarbus, Pompey has joined you once again, as you've no doubt noticed. Domitius's lines have advanced and are engaging your Syrian legions. And of course, it's always difficult to tell how things are going on the front, but I mean, so far the Syrians are holding. Although these are Caesar's elite troops, so we'll see for how long. Your orders?
I want to keep my the rest of my line that isn't engaged, keep moving forward in hopes of engaging the rest of Caesar's legions.
Okay.
It's gonna be Harry. I'm just gonna go down to Africanus. Thank you.
Got it. Okay. Thank you. So Africanus doing anything?
Yep, he just wants his cavalry to countercharge.
Well, okay.
Although it might be a bit too late for that.
They're engaged. There are some. I'll share my screen. Looks like he's sending his archers around the side so the cavalry can intercept that a little bit at least. Time to roll a whole bunch.
Are archers unable to fire over front units?
Yeah, especially if they're engaged.
Really? Yeah, they don't really do indirect fire in this area. Oh, dang. That was quite the roll for Domitus's men, at least.
I'll roll the.
Yeah, Mark Anthony is collapsing pretty fast.
It's not that surprising. Considering what he's up against. Jeez, that's quite the slinger fire, though. Have you been rolling all the cavalry, or just the?
I finished the
okay.
cavalry.
All right. Did the allies roll here? Auxiliaries.
For where? Oh, no, you can roll for that.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, contributing.
Give them something at least. And the skirmishers here should be firing at the incoming line. Did you roll for them?
Yes, I rolled them.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, everything else on this is done. So, cool.
Turn. Oops.
You need to roll Are the injury rolls for this on D6s still?
The infantry roll for what?
Injury rolls for
injury.
commanders leading from the front. I like they were in that.
Yeah, they're still on D6s, yeah.
Yeah.
5 is an injury, 6 is a death.
Who's fighting from the front?
Solo and Mark Anthony both are.
Okay. Oh, then I should give a +1. Let's take away a little bonus for the risk.
Solo's been injured. Mark Anthony lives a charmed life.
So I guess pull Solo back from the front. Just let him know. I'll go get my orders. All right, Scipio. You with me? All right. The fight continues. Kind of on a little bit of a hillside, but against Mark Antony, he's fighting from the front desperately, trying to hold the line and encourage the men. Meanwhile, you can see your auxiliary cavalry moving around, about to charge in from the rear and envelop them. Any change in orders?
You know what? I will beat the front and fight with my men.
All right, a duel. Hopefully, you don't die. That'd be sad.
This could be a real error, but we'll have to see.
Okay. Got it. All right, Titus, your legions continue to their advance. The enemy slingers lob deadly volleys of their rocks and stones, killing some. Shields block many of their volleys, and you continue to advance on the enemy. To the east, you can see the cavalry is well engaged, and to the west, you can see some more of the Sicilians under Ahenobarbus advancing on Caesar's elite 10th Legion.
Indeed. All right. The front line of my flank here shall move into a full charge. They will commit to the assault.
All right.
And that is the front cohorts.
All right, and the back stay where they are. Or?
Yes. Well, I can only give one order, so
Okay,
yes.
so they'll keep. All right.
This shall go great, or it shall go terribly. There is no in between.
Thank you. All right, Ahenobarbus, your Syrian legions continue to engage with Domitius's Roman legions. Your front ranks are starting to thin, but you got ample reserves. Generally, the enemy is you're taking more casualties than the enemy. Meanwhile, your Sicilian legions to the north continue to advance and are almost in range to engage with Caesar's elite 10th Legion. Fighting continues to your south against Africanus, and to the north, you really can't see any more. You can't see Titus's legions anymore. Your orders?
Okay, I want one of my rear Sicilian legion cohorts to turn and face on the legions of Domitius and start pretty much a flank fight. Hit them in the flank. Am I able to move any more of my cohorts? Does that count as 2 orders?
That's your one order.
Say that again.
That is your one order.
Okay, well, yeah, I just have my my rear Sicilian legion turn and face the Domitius legion and start hitting them in the flank.
All right. Thank you. What were Africanus's orders?
Africanus wants the back line of the 3rd Legion to flank the 12th Legion if they can.
Flank the 12th. No.
Alrighty.
There's no room for that.
There's no room?
Flank the 12th. No. Not really. No.
Yeah, he's committing his rear cohorts to plug that gap that was there. So.
And Pompey wants to ride back to Ahenobarbus.
Ahenobarbus. Alright. Lots of combat.
Yes. Much combat. Caesar has sent his cavalry to go hunting for enemy commanders left unattended.
I guess
poor Titus over there if he doesn't find some friends.
Well, we'll roll for it, see what happens. It's kind of interesting how that gap formed.
Yeah.
See if he can get away. Alright. 1 damage.
Why isn't Titus charging into the allies there?
He is. Yeah, I'll share my screen.
A lot of these Pompeians seem a bit adverse to leading from the front.
I mean, do you blame him? That's dangerous.
It's an ancients battle. What else are you gonna do?
We don't want to get hurt in war,
Well, Scipio decided to fight from the front against Mark Antony, so we'll have
Oh, he accepted the duel.
a proper duel there. Let's see.
Some of these Spaniards are getting close to breaking. Yeah, the Caesarians might still pull us out, even with the disaster on their right.
I don't think so. I think that even if Africanus falls apart, that there will be just too much of an advantage on the opposite side.
And the 10th Legion, they get +2 to their rolls.
Okay.
I guess I'll just make a roll to see if Titus gets captured or not. Oh, 6.
Oh.
I must abide. Let's see. I need a... Poor Titus. I need a...
What's funny is if you had been leading from the front, he would have
He would have been
fine.
safer.
Yeah.
Fine. Put a black major wound mark.
Maybe the Caesarians have a very real chance now.
Well, they have... So the elite 10th Legion is right where that gap formed, so... If they beat the Sicilians here, then fall on the
these
flank...
guys actually just broke.
Yeah, and then they fall on the flank of Titus's, who just died. They could actually break that, and then... I don't know, they have a very small chance.
They are in this, yeah.
Okay, I can't do that right now, Gideon. Go to bed.
Like, it looks really bad, but I still got a shot. Alright. Have you rolled the Caesarian cavalry yet?
I have not done any cavalry yet.
Okay.
Actually,
Go ahead and do that.
Can you roll for this infantry too? I haven't done them.
Sure. Alright. 4 bucks.
It's one of those battles where both sides have kind of made disastrous mistakes, and it's really just a case of which one is going to, have consequences first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, bad roll. Wow, really bad roll. Not what Mark Antony needs right now. 1, 2, 1, 1.
Are you rolling cav out?
Yeah.
Okay. Everything. Have you gotten the rest of the Pompeian infantry already?
Yeah.
Okay. Then everything else is done. Just the cav left.
Okay, if you want to roll for Mark Antony and Scipio's duel.
Sure. Oh. 8 for Mark Antony, 9 for Scipio. Unless you want those on D6s.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Roll for D6s.
2 and a 4, so nothing.
Okay, I'll just dueling it then. Alright, now the cavalry's done.
How's the engagement going? I imagine poorly for Mark Anthony.
Yeah, still poor. I mean, so he sent his reserves to cover up the rear, but it's just his front line's about to break on the left. Because Gallic, so once that does, he'll get surrounded entirely. But he's bought himself a couple more minutes at least.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's about the best you can do from that spot.
Alright.
Just buy the rest of the army time and hope they win on another flank. I'm not giving Mark Anthony much of a screenshot since he's involved in a duel.
Yeah, same.
And also, I mean, he's kind of surrounded by fight, and that kind of makes it hard to pay attention to other things. Even if he weren't to do
I mean, I already gave him a smaller one last turn. I'm giving him a small one this turn. Let's see his immediate scrum, and that's about it.
Should Mark Anthony get dispatches if he's involved in a duel right now, or should they wait until he's out of a duel?
It really shouldn't. And Scipio shouldn't either. Looks like Titus is crying. Alright. I'll go get my orders. Alright, Scipio. You are engaged with a deadly duel with Mark Antony, but as of yet, neither of you have dealt a killing blow as your sabers clash. All around you, there's death and destruction, but generally, your men are winning and slowly pushing in on the enemy lines. You can see the reserve cavalry of the enemy have gone to block your envelopment, but their lines are thin and thinning. It's only a matter of time.
Am I able to issue any orders during my exciting duel?
Yeah, to a small extent, yes.
I want the whole line so that the time pressure is against us. So I want the cavalry behind me to push, as in the melee, even more aggressively, trying to compact the enemy cavalry as much together as possible towards where I'm fighting Mark Antony.
Okay.
And I hope I don't die.
We shall see. Okay, got it.
Thank you.
Titus, I have ill news. Roman cavalry, Caesar's elite Roman soldiers on horses, broke through the gap in the center and rushed behind your own lines directly at you. I did roll to see if you could get away or if your personal guard could protect you, but neither happened, and you were run down and killed.
Clearly, I must have posed such a great threat that the only way to be able to end the battle was to disrupt the honor and destroy one's enemy.
Yeah. So I don't need orders. As soon as Pompey finds out you're dead, you can be with him and advise him. For now.
Am I allowed to know if that cavalry was sent specifically on this mission, or did they just commit to this on their own?
You can find out in the post game.
Okay. I've been assassinated.
Yep. I'm glad you're taking it so well.
Well, I mean, it's quite hilarious.
Yep. All right. Yep. I'll be back. All right, Ahenobarbus and Pompey, you're joined by your commander once again. Your Syrian lines continue to hold against the Romans, although they're starting. You can see the casualties at the front are starting to mount. Luckily, you've got thick lines. I think 10 to 12 men deep at least, and so or maybe more. So you got plenty of reserves, but slowly and surely you're getting pressed. If in the straight up fight, you'll probably lose. But the Sicilian legions are pushing in on the enemy flank, and if they can continue to do that, that may make the difference. You do hear word from your Sicilian allies further east, kind of out of your range, that some of the legions have broken against Caesar's elite 10th. The rest are holding on, but they say they need additional support if they're to break Caesar's elite legion. Meanwhile, the fighting continues to your south with Africanus, and can't see much to the northeast. Your orders?
I'm gonna go up and see Titus. Thank you. And Barbus, he was here a second ago.
They're both here. Orders of Ahenobarbus?
Sorry, I forgot I muted my mic. I do want to keep the push going.
Did you want to
you
ask
said
about the archers if they could fight?
Oh yeah. Can the archers fight? Are they? How do they fare in the fight?
They can't fire. Well, they only have their bows, and they can't fire over your own units. So right now, there's not really a clear avenue for them to battle or participate.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said my Syrian legions, they're taking casualties at front rank?
Yep.
I'll move one of my rear Syrian cohorts around to go support the push on Caesar's particular position.
Okay.
And the rest just keep doing what they're doing.
All right. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh no, they're gonna take out Pompey.
You did try to ride right into the enemy cavalry. So
this is crazy. I guess it. Well, let's see if he escapes. Let's roll for that first. This might be a short. All right.
Oh yes.
5 injury. That's not good.
yeah.
By the way, Africanus wants to move his archers into a reserve line behind his cavalry.
Africanus archers reserve line. Okay. That's why you need reserve cavalry, I guess. You got sniping cavalry. All right. Well, let's resolve combat at least. It's kind of like a chess move where you forfeit your big pieces and then strike a death blow against the king.
Something like that.
Don't think it's on purpose, but it worked out.
Yeah, this has definitely been just like wandering into a big strategic blow here.
I mean, even if they just wound him, Well, okay. So what's so I rolled a 5. It's a wounding. He would have a guard around him, but not enough for like 1,000 Roman cavalry. If they managed to wound him, would he get away, or is he like surrounded and done for?
I'd presume I'd probably say that he gets away, but at the cost of like all his guard, basically. So if the Cav pursue him and nobody helps him, he's probably in trouble.
Yeah. But I mean, who can
I
help
would say
him?
roll again, and on a 6 he's captured. Everything else he gets away.
Yeah, and then if he's fleeing, though, I mean,
He's not commanding if he's running.
yeah. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. So he got injured. His guard sacrificed himself. He's now fleeing, getting chased, and we'll see how that turns things out. I'm rolling for cavalry. Need tokens that are easier to change numbers for. 2.
First Spanish cohort broke.
I liked it better with steps. That's what I need to do. Just put steps in all the pieces. I forgot that's how I like it. If you want, I'm still stuck with cavalry. If you get done with rolling one side, you can start rolling up the other.
All right.
Starting to have cavalry casualties. Where'd you find it?
In a zipped up pocket of your pants.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. That is all the Caesarian infantry. I'm going to start on the Pompeian ones from their right flank and work my way over.
All right. Sorry. What infantry have you done for already?
All of the Caesarian ones. I'm starting on the Pompeian ones from their right flank.
Okay. Just meet. I'll do there. I'm rolling for Mark Antony and Scipio. Ooh, Mark Antony is injured. Not good. You already rolled for the allies on this side over here?
Yes, right.
Okay. Ooh, got a flanking attack. +2 already. Give him +4. Alright, ended up to the white line.
All right. Yep, and I'm done to the white line as well.
Alright.
Cool.
Turn.
This is a wacky battle.
Can someone stream?
Yeah. I'm not sure how much you'll see, but yes. Titus. Oh, Titus is...
Titus is dead, right?
Yeah, he doesn't get to see anything.
Is Mark Antony still in the duel, or did he retreat?
He had to be pulled back due to his wound.
So yeah, he can get dispatches again.
Yeah, I guess he can. Well, he's pretty well surrounded. I don't think he can. Yeah, there's nothing going in or out. He's surrounded.
I assume since Pompey is being chased, he won't receive any either.
Yeah, he shouldn't. Well, I'm gonna tell him he can't send any next turn, but yeah, he probably shouldn't receive any. All right, I'm gonna go get my updates. All right, Scipio. Things are going well. You've pretty much got Mark Antony and his cavalry fully surrounded now, and is just slowly mowing down his troops. In your duel with him, you do manage to wound him grievously, and he's forced to fall back to the center of his men to avoid dying. Otherwise, things are going well. It seems like you should finish him off here shortly. Any orders? You're muted.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to issue an order for this last bit of my cavalry in the kind of right of my screenshot to just kind of push in. Everyone compact the line together. The pressure now is to deal with the cavalry here as quickly as possible, so then next turn I can send some to help our infantry.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ahenobarbus, your Syrian legions continue to hold, although casualties continue to mount. The Sicilians are also holding as best they can against Caesar's direct legion, although their commander continues to send couriers saying he's worried. Pompey has ridden off towards the north to speak with Titus, and that's about it. Your orders?
That gap right there where that Syrian cohort that I had you move, can I exploit that gap and send that cohort in between those two and kind of hit those two units in the flank at the same time, or?
Yeah, they can. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, okay. I want that cohort that I moved to turn and hit those two units in the flank and see if we can open up a gap.
All right. Got it. Thank you.
Yep.
Pompey. As you ride north to find Titus, you are surprised to find Roman cavalry roaming freely behind your lines. Actually, behind Titus's lines. They notice you and your guard approaching and quickly spur the horses to give chase. Your guards valiantly sacrifice themselves to buy you time, but are quickly overwhelmed, and now you are fleeing for your own safety. You've already been injured but not killed, but you got Roman cavalry chasing you down, which unfortunately prevents you from meeting with anyone or sending any dispatches at the moment.
Is there? I mean, the way. Okay. Well, I guess.
There's not much you can do. We'll roll to see if they catch you or not, or if you just escape. Sorry.
Yeah. I would like to believe this was because of our mighty victory.
All right. So if Pompey, let's roll to see if he's killed. But
I think either way, he's out of the battle at this point.
well, he's out. But so what's the impact? 'Cause normally when the commander flees, like everyone else kind of gives up and it's done for that army.
Yeah.
Even if he dies.
Yeah.
James.
Morale or something.
What XDX? Or sorry, what Chinleaf?
So I didn't umpire because, well, I have multiple Discord violations and I can't talk in Discord for about 7 days or so. That's why I just didn't show up. If that's fine, I don't want to go in an early list anymore.
Why didn't you let me know?
I couldn't because I don't have an alt account created right now, and the only way I can contact you is by voice chat.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that works then. I will not naughty list you. So I think. So if we play things out, so Caesar's 10th Legion's going to break through here, and they're going to hit the flank of Titus, which his wing's probably in trouble anyway since their commander just died. So you kind of have this exploitable gap here. Of course, Scipio's about to win here, and then he could hit the allies. So that's kind of hard. And then these guys, I mean, long term, these guys are going to hold. But if Caesar's rolling up the flank and their commander just left, I think it was an unconventional Julius Caesar victory.
That's my impression as well.
Okay. Well, that was a weird battle, but
it was a very weird battle.
Yeah, that's one of the strangest I've ever seen. Yeah.
Right,
It's like I was saying before. It's one of those where both sides made disastrous mistakes, and so it just depends on whose consequences shake out first.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's bring everyone to the lobby. We'll talk it through.
Alrighty.
Conclusion.
Indeed, we have.
Oh boy.
All right.
All right, that should be everybody.
I think we got everyone. All right. Welcome. This was an interesting and fun battle. Thanks, everyone, for participating. And big thanks to the umpires. XTX had technical difficulties, but I still appreciate him handling the dispatches because that's a huge load off.
I was already on a dispatch. I haven't been able to send it.
Yep.
Okay.
So before I reveal things in the end state, let's hear from Domitius first. Caesar didn't show up, or he didn't want to get too involved in the battle, I guess. So Domitius is in command. So how are things going, Domitius? How do you feel about it?
I was feeling pretty good in that so there's two things. Obviously, our legions here in the left and center are doing well. I was getting rather dire reports with what was happening over on on our right flank from Mark Anthony. So I don't know, kind of threw the dice and did something a little crazy. I don't know if it paid off or not, but that was my justification for it. And of course, if it all goes wrong, it's Caesar's fault because he wasn't here.
There you go. All right. And Pompey? Oh, did we lose him?
Pompey, I think, left after he got that update.
Oh, okay. That's too bad.
I think he assumed, that
he rage quit.
I hope he didn't rage quit, but all right. Let me share my screen.
Then maybe my gamble paid off.
Oh boy, I'm curious to see what happened on the left.
All right, so.
Oh boy.
The Caesarians had a unconventional starting deployment. So they had, their legions like this. They had a cavalry, the Gallic cavalry here, and then their allies here, and then some more cavalry, according to Pompey. And they were in a checkerboard formation. The Pompeians had their legion, the Roman legions on the two wings, with the allies in the center. They had a little bit of cavalry on the southern wing, and then all the rest of their cavalry on the northern wing. A bit more conventional approach. And so the Pompeians, of course, with their numbers, advanced aggressively, but they soon... the left wing outmatched the right wing, so it ended up, well, you can kind of see the end of it here, but kind of got in a formation like this, with the left wing and a little gap in between them. The Caesarians quickly changed plans, so they sent this cavalry over to the right, and then, I forgot to mention, they had the elite 10th Legion with Caesar in reserve, so that legion was moved up to close that gap. But the way it ended up, which is interesting. So the Ahenobarbus and Africanus had like a nice even line holding this position here. And then Titus was kind of forward deployed here. So there's this gap here, which kind of lined up where the Roman gap was. And then Mark Antony was basically holding the line against the cavalry. You can see here at the end, things aren't going well. He's surrounded. Long term, it's not good. So generally, the Pompeians are winning all along the line. Well, no, I take that back. They're not. They're holding here. I mean, these are Caesar's elite units. So generally they're causing more casualties, but they are holding. And then, just as with that, Scipio eventually would have won here and then been able to move in on the flank and roll up the enemy line. It would have been a Pompeian victory. But this gap in the center made an interesting development because Caesar's elite, the most elite unit on the board, their 10th Legion, is going up against the Sicilians kind of on the flanks of the two sides. So if we'd played this out one or two rounds more, the Sicilians would have broken, and so the 10th Legion would have rolled up Titus as well as started rolling up Ahenobarbus. But the Roman cavalry snuck through, and so they first Titus rolled really unluckily. He got sniped and attacked and killed by the Roman cavalry. And then Pompey was over here with Ahenobarbus and wanted to move and join Titus right as the Roman cavalry was moving to find their next target. And so they targeted Pompey. His guards sacrificed himself to buy time, but he's basically in flight heading away for his own life. And so usually in this time period when the leader is fleeing, the soldiers don't want to stick around too much. So as Pompey's fleeing, basically the army would crumble, especially with Titus also dead and the left wing in trouble. So even though Caesar's army is in dire straits, especially with the right wing cavalry collapsing and surrounded, the breakthrough in the center and the flight and possible death of Pompey essentially means it is a Caesarian victory, as unconventional as it was.
Wow.
Cool. It worked.
Wow. I can't believe
Nice.
you sniped 2 commanders.
Yeah, good job.
That's awesome.
Well, and it was the sort of thing I knew that we were in trouble on the right. And so I'm like, okay, there's this gap. And I could have either used the cavalry to try to, roll things up. But I'm just like, I'd seen in a screenshot a little bit before Pompey was back there. Maybe we can catch him with the cavalry. And so, yeah, it worked. I was surprised. So, but I knew that if that didn't work, we were in big trouble. So.
Yeah, when I heard the news, my immediate response was, this is quite the undignified fight for what has occurred.
I would love to have seen it go on for like a little bit longer because I think so. I was literally just planning on taking half of my cavalry, using the rest of it to hold Mark Antony, and then trying to run through the back of the Caesarian lines. I don't know how effective that would have been, but that was the plan for a while until I kind of got distracted by how funny it was that I completely encircled him.
Yeah, it was when I saw the line of cavalry, I was like, well, this is gonna suck. And I didn't quite, this was my first ever game, so I didn't quite know distance rules. So I thought I had like maybe 1, maybe 2 more turns, and then they were just upon me, and I was like, well, we die well.
I think that was your last dispatch to me,
Yeah.
And my dispatch to you that obviously didn't make it to you was, hold strong. Caesar will give you wine, women, and gold. So.
Everyone will have a chance.
Perfect.
Hold on. So let's hear from Umpire Josh first, and then we'll let everyone say their piece, and then we'll have open mic at the end. So we'll start with Umpire Josh. Thank you for your help. Do you want to share your experience inside of things?
Yeah, this is definitely one of the most interesting games I've ever had the pleasure of umpiring. We ended up just being the two of us, and then XDX, like James said, had those technical difficulties, so he was handling dispatches for us. So I had the whole Caesarian force, and James ran the whole Pompeian force. So it's a lot of work on the two of us, so appreciate you guys for working with us here tonight. But that was definitely a battle I could not have predicted the outcome of. I think, conventionally speaking, the Pompeians were about to pull that out until the Roman cavalry from Caesar managed to exploit that little gap there and just go commander hunting like they did. Plus, that combined with a really ill-timed order from Pompey to go check on his left flank seems to have sealed the battle here. Ironically, the Pompeian commanders would have been safer at the front line than running around behind. So, but yeah, this was interesting to run with all the units being as similar as they were and the formations being what they were. I felt so bad for my poor friend here playing Mark Anthony, who I talked up Kriegsspiel to and was like, "This is a really fun time. You should come try one." And this is the first one he got. So thanks for sticking with us here. I promise you don't die in all of them. But yeah, thanks for playing, everybody. This was a lot of fun, even though it was very unconventional.
Thank you. All right, let's we'll just work down the list. So Africanus.
Well, this is my second game in the in Kriegsspiel, and I have played before a normal battle, and I must say that the first thing, thank you very much for the game. It's been very very interesting, and it's when I realized that I could only give one order or or for turn, it's been very shocking to me though, because I have three kind of units. I have cavalry. I have, and all of them fight differently. So it's been very very interesting. Now from my flank, everything seems to be fine. Okay, I wanted. I know Barbus was holding. I was starting to lose some Spanish gold. I think it's a funny fact that I'm from Spain, so I was a little bit angry with my Spanish soldiers. But I think it's been interesting. I didn't expect that my cavalry was could stand so much time. I think they have done it very well. But well, I wasn't really worried because I knew that our force was in the other side of the deployment. So my only task was to stand, and to fix three Caesarian legions against my troops. So I think it's been pretty well. I know that it was going to be difficult to maintain a sustained combat because my troops were inferior in quality. But having the third legion in the flank I think it's been a good idea because it's allowed me to stand the left wing. I would have liked to move to try to use my cavalry a little bit more, but as I only can give one order, so it's been very interesting. So it's something to consider in future battles.
Yeah, it's challenging that way. Decide what takes priority. All right, let's hear from Ahenobarbus.
Yeah, it's my second game as well, so it's pretty interesting dealing with the one order. But I felt it went pretty well. If a couple more turns, maybe I could have had a breakthrough on my end that could have helped out. But I felt overall we were in a good position. And thank you for putting on the game. It's been pretty fun doing it.
Glad you enjoyed it. Ahenobarbus, the observer, any comments from you? Ultra Kiger. If not, that's okay. Domitius.
Yeah, so I was thrown into the commander-in-chief mode here. This is only my second game as well. So, and the first one doing an ancient battle. The previous one was more of a Napoleonic one. Not knowing exactly how things were going to work, the idea was to try to maintain some sort of continuity between our forces, and that's why then Caesar's reserve moved up to kind of fill the gap between Domitus's legions and Mark Antony's auxiliaries out on our right flank. And then when that gap opened up, it was, as I said, a roll of the dice to send those cavalry in. And because I know enough about ancient history to know that if the commander flees or is captured, pretty much the army is going to quit. So I figured that was our only real hope, given the predominance of the Pompeian cavalry, and I figured they'd be coming around on our rear in no time at all. So it was a roll of the dice. It was a gamble, but it paid off. So, and I want to thank the umpires for being supportive and answering my various and sundry questions, and of course to my teammates for sticking with this here, even though our leader didn't show up. It's now going to be, it's not Caesar who's in charge. It's now going to be Domitus is going to be coming back with the laurels and all the pretty women. So update your history books accordingly.
I suppose important to note, Caesar's cavalry were the ones that seized the day, right? So he still gets his win in the books. Certainly how he'll sell it anyway.
All right, Mark Antony.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is exactly how we drew it up. No, no, this was my first game. I had a blast despite I kind of got thrown for a loop with the one order aspect, but honestly, I had a blast and it was great because I got to throw in a little bit of role play and try to cut down and try to face Scorpio is it Scorpio? Not Scorpio. The enemy commander. But he beat me on the field of battle, and I was just trying to buy time. And it was a lot of fun, and I had no idea how the rest of the battle was. I just was hoping that the battle was going well. So, and again, thank you, Empires, for hosting this. This was a lot of fun.
And next week game will be Ancients as well, though fantasy. So similar style, though slightly different. Scipio.
So this was an interesting battle for me, like everyone else. I think the command and control element of only having one order was interesting, because I'd originally intended to try and split my cavalry to partly use them against Antony and partly try and get into the kind of the Roman backlines a little bit earlier. I think that in terms of when to get the backlines and when to charge initially were my two kind of big choices, and I probably didn't engage the Roman backlines quickly enough. I was ironically going to do it just the next turn. But to be fair, considering what happened with Pompey, it probably was a little bit too late. Big kudos to Mark Antony for facing me in a duel, setting me a mean dispatch for generally a good performance for a first game. It was really good fun. Thank you to the players and umpires. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was my first game as well, and I really enjoyed it. My task was to try and get the attention and try and get attacked as soon as possible. So we were kind of trying to swing out like a door, and you guys were falling back, and I had to catch up. And then I thought it was interesting as the cavalry engaged my left flank there, they tried to get around it, and I was able to get my archers in the way just in time, and they kind of saved the day before I could close it all up. But I was just kind of holding the line and grinding down the Spanish, hoping that I was hearing the reports too about the the right side not going so good, and I had no idea about this gamble to go after Pompey. So I'm glad it worked out, and I just want to thank teammates and all you guys, all you Emps, for putting this together. It was a lot of fun. So.
All right, thank you. Titus.
I had a lot of fun dealing with the situations at hand, and I had no idea that your guys' right flank was such a weakness. That may be due to the fact that the moment I declared the charge, I then got assassinated. But it was all in good fun. I still enjoyed it quite a lot. Thank you, umpires, and I'm glad I could lead somewhat of a charge.
Thank you. All right, well, I'm going to end the recording here, but you're welcome to hang out and continue reminiscing and talking. It was a pleasure to have you, especially all of you that this was your first live game or first Kriegsspiel game. Glad to have you and hope to see you in many more future ones.
No, it's been very interesting.
Well-
I like this kind of game because you don't know what's happening in the other side. When I was listening to Sheila, I think